Welcome to Royal Exclusive News. Today's top story. Fresh discussions about Buckingham Palace's future have sparked widespread attention. In this video, we explore the latest reports, what's being said, and why the topic is making headlines.
In terms of the cost, that is definitely not a personal advantage to the king. It's a public building, it's ours effectively, and it costs money. We've got the House of Commons, the Houses of Parliament are going to need 3 or 4 billion to prevent them sinking into the sea. Buckingham Palace is no different.
Well, they talk about how open it is to the public, but they've been briefing this for a couple of years, to be fair, saying that an increase in the amount of events and the amount of people that go through the doors to attend royal engagements. I was thinking about this the other day, that it just feels like it's becoming the world's most expensive community centre. Genuinely, it's just a vast building in the middle of London that is now a community centre rather than an official royal palace, and I think that's sad.
Well, I do think I have a level of sadness about this. I mean, does it really matter where the king lays his head at night? Well, I think back to when I was younger and I flew over from, the accent gives it away, I'm Australian, shockingly, not British, and when I'd fly over here and we went and you wanted to see Buckingham Palace and you'd look for the flag and you'd think you could maybe see the late Queen sticking her head out the window. Yeah, I'm not alone in this. This is very much the theme of why people get so excited about going there. And so that part of it, I do think there's a sadness. It's been the monarch's home for, 200 years or something. And I can understand why Charles and Camilla, they're in their late 70s. Charles has had health battles. They are settled in at Clarence House, which they prefer as a residence. I understand why they don't want to move. The argument is that it will be now more accessible to the public. But as you say, it's not cheap. I think that there's an option here where maybe a way to sort of temper this is to allow more access to the public, or maybe even offer it as, the Vatican you can go to for free, the White House you can go to for free. So, I mean, you have to book it. But I think that it is a sad thing to lose, but perhaps if there is enough of a push where the public feels like they're getting their money's worth with all of the money that's been spent on it, it might temper the sadness of... And also we'll see him drive back and forward between Clarence House.
Oh, great, we'll see him drive back and forward. But it's weirdly symbolic that no one in the royal family, the King, the Queen, William and Catherine, want to live in Buckingham Palace, but they're saying, hey, Harry, you can stay there for a couple of days when you come over.
Well, that's true. I mean, you're just like one of the worst rooms, in the house reserved for Harry. What is the issue with Buckingham Palace? Is it drafty? Is it too big? Why is it unattractive? It's a fishbowl,
isn't it?
We know?
I think they've described it as a fishbowl, like where I think
it's too public.
I think the entrances and exits seem to be. I mean, I think it was Harry that described it as a fishbowl, or someone has previously. But I think it's because it's right at the centre there, and it is a little bit less discreet with their entrances and exits.
Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Royal Exclusive News. Your support helps us bring you the latest royal news and exclusive updates.
Etc. And isn't it? You would know this better than I because you go there for
all the time.
You regularly visit the palace. But it's an older building that's not as
well. Not now. I mean, we've been in and seen some of the renovations on the West Wing West Wing. I'm trying to remember my compass points. The East Wing that overlooks the Mall. It's glorious in there. They've renovated it. It's absolutely beautiful. You can go in there as a tourist if you like, and you can see some of the rooms. And they've got loads of stuff from the Royal Collection Trust. It's a wonderful building.
I think as long as it remains a working building, that's good enough for me as a taxpayer, because I don't want it to be a museum, because at that point it becomes like a capped tooth.
Yes.
It's purely a cosmetic affair. And that's what I absolutely love about Parliament, is this arcane Victorian structure is still the home of our democracy. And it's where MPs, field constituency inquiries. And I think that adds to the status and magic of Parliament. And I think it's the same for Buckingham Palace. It's got to be the monarch's HQ.
The late Queen used to stay there 4 or 5 nights a week, or 3 or 4 nights a week, because it was in the heart of London, and you could, you get audiences and stuff like that, and then go back to Windsor at the weekend. It should be the heart of the monarchy.
And if they have the offices there, etc., as you're saying, if it maintains that, and I think that it is this idea that it will be Crown HQ still, as long as that does continue, it will.
It should never become an ornament. I think that would be a real shame. And just a thought about the next generation. I think Charles is doing his son William a favour, because it would be a very bad look, the optics of Charles living at the palace and then William takes to the throne and doesn't move to the palace. It would be very jarring. So I think it paves the way for William and Catherine to be king and queen in a different way when they take to the throne.
Interesting, I agree with that.
Talking about Catherine doing things in a different way, how do you feel about Catherine's Three Peaks Challenge? Because I was working on Sunday, and it's supposed to be quite a long week, and I got a message saying something's going to break, something's interesting going to happen about Catherine. You immediately think, oh no, is it health?
Yes.
Oh no, is there some kind of new announcement? They said, no, this is upbeat. And we found out that she had just completed, like literally minutes earlier when we got the announcement. And these are the Three Peak Challenge is Ben Nevis. I suppose to our American viewers, they're probably just little small hills, but in the UK, they're quite big. You've got Ben Nevis, Scafell Pike and Snowdon in North Wales, and you're meant to complete them in 24 hours. I thought that the photographs and the videos that came out.
What are your thoughts on the future of Buckingham Palace? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest royal news.